What's up everybody, welcome back to a brand new video on my channel. Hope you're all doing well. Today we have to talk about something rather interesting. So there's a brand new controversy in the Osu community that everyone is talking about, that some people might also call it as the Hi-Tai 2 incident. But in order to explain what happened, I have to explain to you what the Hi-Tai incident was. So back in 2017, touchscreen players were getting the same amount of PP that normal players were able to get. So let's say if a touchscreen player was able to get an FC and C-type with Hard Rock DT and Flashlight the same way Badu did, then they would most likely get the same amount of PP that someone with mouse or with tablet would get. That was until the Hi-Tai incident happened. Back in the 15th of November in 2017, a player by the name of Freedom Diver managed to FC the map known as Hi-Tai with 3 mods, getting the ridiculous AC of 78.58% accuracy and what at the time would be the first ever 900 PP play in Osu. And based by a lot of these replies that you're seeing on screen right now, the majority of people did not like what they saw. People were complaining left and right, everyone was just overall mad, and yeah, you know what I mean. And since playing Osu on a touch device is way easier because of obvious reasons, Pepe decided to program Osu in a way that would detect touchscreen devices, and if a play is set with a touch device, then that play would be nerfed to the ground by a lot, because a touchscreen mod would be applied to the score itself. And now in 2023, literally 6 years since the original event, we have another event and another controversial score, and depending on how the majority of community reacts to this score, we might either see changes or literally nothing will happen, but we'll see. So the story all starts out from a 4-digit player that is relatively known in the Osu community for setting some ridiculously high star rating scores. The name of the player is Lucifer, I think that's how it's pronounced in French. He's a 4-digit player from Chile who is managing to set some really high star rating plays due to a technique that he managed to find out and invent by the name of rake tapping. What you essentially do is get a rapid trigger device, like for example the Wooting 60HE, and what you essentially do is slide on 2 or 3 keys in a very specific way that makes the keyword register multiple inputs or sometimes even miss inputs apparently. And this technique is so ridiculous that you can apparently screen BPMs upwards of 900, even 1000 BPM. Because of this, he was able to set the highest star ranked pass in Osu, and for 2 times in a row the highest star FC in Osu. The first highest star FC in Osu that he said was on 10 Things I Hate About Ai no Tsukima, which is a 10.43 star FC, and recently a DTFC on Faith with, get this, 72.21% accuracy, which is essentially a D rank FC. If you're enjoying the video so far, then be sure to subscribe to my channel. When this got posted on Reddit, a lot of people instantly in the replies said that a Hi-Tai 2 incident is incoming, and well, there is a lot of comments on Twitter about this whole situation. Like for example, a few days ago, Pepe pretty much said that rake tapping may be punishable in the near future. There was a tweet by Mini's Bet where they showcase how much BPM you can pretty much stream with rake tapping at. Let's just say this is a little bit ridiculous. Someone in the replies also said, hey, that doesn't look that hard, and pretty much did the exact same thing. And I was seeing opinions left and right, up and down, and you know what, I decided to make a Twitter poll about this, saying if rake tapping should be banned or not, and decided that you should vote for that. And so far 60% are saying that it should be punishable, while 40% are saying that it shouldn't. And also, since rapid trigger is part of the rake tapping technique, I also asked if rapid trigger should maybe be banned since it's kind of the cause of this, and 85% of y'all said that it shouldn't be banned. And I also asked about your opinions on rake tapping, and then we saw some pretty interesting opinions from both sides. User Safe says that rake tapping is a glorified version of double tapping. I see no issue. D Kyoko says, couldn't rake tapping be used as a cover-up for using macros? Also, live plays are fakeable in so many ways and is not solid evidence. Human007 said, rake tapping punishable because it takes away the ability to respect high star rating passes when you just simply mash your keyboard. Rapid trigger should not be punishable because the only way to fully utilize advise it is to learn to adapt a new technique. Also, it's cheap to get now. A player by the name of Kaimu said, unless it actually abuses rapid trigger in a way that it performs more inputs than you're actually supposed to get, then it should say, since it's just a clever way to cheat stuff like double tapping is. Ginryu says it's creative and you can copy him, it's not a cheat, should not be punished in my opinion. I mean, it's a way to tap on a keyboard, I don't see how it could be punishable. You find it unfair, do the same. The entire solution would be to ban the use of rapid trigger, since everyone does agree that it is making speed simpler. Speed top players like Xylas and Shimon are pretty much making fun of this technique, saying how easy it is to do. And also we have an opinion from the person that originally discovered rapid trigger to be very useful for Osu, which is Apollo, and he said this: from a PP dev's perspective, I don't think raking is a fair playstyle. In a way, it's more severe than touchscreen, since it's way harder to tangibly detect and nerf PP for. So yeah, that's pretty much the entire rake tapping situation at the moment. If there is an update, I'll let y'all know in the next video. This is definitely one of the most controversial plays that has ever been set in Osu, and it may change how we see Osu in the near future. But yeah, that's pretty much it. See you in the next video. Bye bye.